Hey curious people, so I think it's about time we start tackling the e-waste. Some of the pieces are done, but they're ones I've shown before, so there's not much point showing them again. So I thought we could have a look at some of these projectors that I got. I think they're pretty much all the same. So it's a Sanya. Oh no. Well, okay, so there's two different ones here. Okay, well that's a... So most of them are the same. This is different. So we'll do this one to know what we're looking at from all of the other things. So this one is a Sanyo Pro Extra X multiverse projector. Now these have got some really cool lenses in. For creations and things. Alright, well, let's see what we're looking at. Caution, high voltage. Okay, that's the actual... Oh, that's pretty nifty. That's the actual bulb. UHP Phillips. Okay, it's in a nifty little carriage, but it's plastic, unfortunately. Well, nice little board. Okay, so reminds me of Johnny 5. Yeah, I can see some micro scrapping faces. There's a Facebook group with that Scrapman Dan has created. It's awesome to put the faces that we see in Scrap up on there. There, I missed one, there's one. Okay, ooh. Alright, there we go, we've got a nice couple of gold corner BGAs. I was hoping for like a DLP chip, but I guess not. It's not a bad board though, I have to say, actually. Not a bad board at all. Alright, well, let's look at the rest of these innards. Ooh. Couple of power boards down here with the good stuff. Oh yeah. And we all know I love a toroid or toroidal transformer. Oh yes. So I gained quite a few subscribers today following E-Waste Ben receiving my gift. I really appreciate anyone new coming over. That's awesome. For anyone who is new, I very much am a bit of a fan of the old copper. Like all scrappers obviously, but yes, I really love it. And I keep all of it. Well, not my low grade wire, but I do love a toroidal transformer. Yes, I do. So two little power boards, and I love these. In fact, good timing, because these are what gives this lovely bright copper. You can see this one here without the lacquer. There's slight lacquer on these, but I mean, hello, gorgeousness. And the thick ones I do use for writing inside of coasters and stuff, but they're normally off of thick toroids, not like solenoidy things. But look, I mean, it's just beautiful. So they smash into really easily, and just the ferrite just smashes off the outside, and you can just really easily unravel them. You can either smash into them or unravel them, whichever. But yeah, I love them. Love them. So let's release that whole plastic cage with that power board. Okay, Some nice copper on there. And some MOSFETs. You know I love my MOSFETs because these contain a nice sheet of little copper in them as well. Tiny bit of gold recovery as well. And another little power board here. Heck yeah. And oh yeah. And as luck would have it, oh, just a little single wrap toroid. Yeah. Okay. I'm loving this. Look at this. There's some sensory satisfaction for you. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Stop playing, stop playing. Just can't help it. Oh, okay. Oh, check this out. Oh, yeah. Now that is awesome. Perfect. I can't wait to make something with that. That is brilliant. Got a purple tinge to it too. Looks like I'm blurring something out. Nice. I like that. That's very nice. I'm sorry about the noise. How annoying. But I need to continue on, so I'm just going to have to get on with it, I'm afraid. Okay, so we've got more of the reflective components that help to make the projector project the image. It's pretty cool. Look at that one. Fisheye. Lots of people really like these fisheye lenses and do some really cool creations with them actually. That's awesome. Oh, look at this. I actually kind of like that in there. I'll take them out to protect them. Oh man, I can't wait to make something with these. They are awesome. Okay, and then you've got more of the funky. Oh, these are brilliant. Wow. Totally awesome. Magnifying. Ugh. Oh yes. Oh yes. They're cool. Brilliant. I can't wait to harvest all the components out of all of them. That's sweet. Nice. Board in it too. Win-win. Okay, fan module. That's pretty awesome. Double fan in there. In a metal case. Right, let me get in there. Some more awesome components to get out there. Another one of those. Sweet. Love that. These are brilliant. Just brilliant. Oh, look at that one. More pixelating. Look at this. That is so cool, isn't it? Wow. Looks like a blind. Like a Venetian blind. You can almost see the colours of the rainbow down that. Oh, this is just like awesome for someone like me to take to pieces. Alright. Oh, and there's more over here, which means there'll be one over here. Okay, so that's boom, 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 boom. One more here. Boom. One more here. Boom. And I think I've got that one already, yeah. Wow. Okay. Another pan. Quite a heavy little pan actually. Gosh, it is hot up here. Oh, it's hot up here today. Noise filter. Okay, might get to that after I release some of this caging maybe. So this was from that second school, well the first one recently, but the second one from that same school pickup, which was cool. I had no projectors in the first one. Here we go. Wow, look at that. There's a nice bit of cast here as well. Heavy. You got these tiny little. Let's check out the gold ribboning. Sweet. That is cool. That is a cool component. So I can. I have tried to sell some stuff to no avail. I've sold one projector from a different pickup from before, but it was an old style OHP, which has sort of come back around to being a bit more classic. No one was interested in these ones, but I did sell the oh, check that out. That's cool, man. That is so cool. I love it. Beautiful. Mesmerizing, or what? That is awesome. I did sell the treadle sewing machine table, which was awesome. I mean, I was never going to scrap that anyway. That was just too nice to be scrapped. Yeah, love that. So that's good. The PCs are too old. I do sometimes get, you should sell them, and oh, well, I've seen it on everybody's videos. It's not right that you're destroying, but actually we're recycling, and we're recycling old technology and putting those precious metals back into the stream to be used again, which is far better than them sitting rotting, or worse, not being recycled, you know, ethically. But yeah, you know, we want to make the best of stuff, and if something is worth, oh, that's just a power port, then, you know, we don't scrap stuff that is not for scrap. So, you know, in that sense, we know what we're doing. I seem to have misplaced my little screwdriver that I used to yoink those little brassy bits out. Leave no brass behind, guys. Look, covered in little, I mean, that adds up. If you've got the time, I know lots of people don't have the time. Okay, so let's have a little look at what we got out of projector number one. Some awesome boardage and some fantastic components. I mean, look at this. And then all of these brilliant, absolutely brilliant things for use to project the light. Now, one thing I will say, which is obvious, but I'll say it anyway, you have to be incredibly careful where you put these, because these will start fires. Because if a ray of light goes through those and it projects the light down, I mean, it's great for a survival piece, you can start a fire with these. So for the love of God, please don't make a nice little light catcher to hang in the window, that won't end well. So yeah, I mean, it's obvious to some, it's not obvious to everybody, if you haven't thought about it, sometimes you just think, oh cool, and you just, you know, without actually giving it too much thought. So I'm telling you, you have to be careful with these ones, because it can direct a really very hot beam of light down that can catch fire. So okay, loads of fanage and bits and bobs. So there we go, that was in that that one. I think I'll put these up there. Okay, so this one is another Sanyo. Looks pretty similar, but it's bigger. Okay, so you've got two more nice big gold corner BGAs on this board. Just some little flat packs. Crystal, a couple of nice MLCCs. There is some gold plating here in these connections. Yeah, I was hoping for better things from this bigger one, but well guys, I guess bigger's not always better. They're a diode instead of a transistor, but they still have a sheet of copper in them. So get them if you're into depopulating, of course. I still throw those in with MOSFETs. I've got a MOSFET over here. Okay, and then again this smaller board, exactly the same sort of setup with that little board on the side. I'll do that off camera. Okay, so I guess just that another fan module under here. Another fan module under there. I have just found a Canon LV 5210 lamp replace warning. Now this is heavy, heavier than the others. Next up is literally the defibrillator. As far as I'm aware, the defib is never, this one was never used. The site manager had never known it be used, so you know, and if there'd been a major incident at school, everyone would know about that. So here we go. So we've got Heart Plus. Take my gloves off, my hands are hot. So Heart Plus defib. It's got none of the pads with it. It's got the variable settings here for adult or child. So let's see if there's any screws. I'm imagining they'll be under the pad here. Feels like there might be one there as well. If you can't get into it, it's always hidden under a darn sticker, right? Oh no, it's not. Do it with a screwdriver. Just try and go down through in, which does sometimes work. Let's give it a go. Yeah. They're soft ones, so that made it a bit easier. Alright, so this is what's inside a defibrillator. really not much. My gosh. Compared to what you would think. So it's got like a flyback transformer here. And then these capacitors, which are looking pretty flat. Like I said, it was down as PCB failure, so I'm not sure. We'll have a closer look at the board and see. Okay. So I have some brassy goodness here. Oh no, maybe they're slightly magnetic, look. They might be stainless then. Strange. Might be a grade of stainless. Some sort of plating. Let's just try and... They really look like brass, how bizarre. Okay, well it could be plated brass maybe. Not sure, right. So then up here you've just got the button pad with the usual buttons. Now, I've just dropped out the buttons there. That's quite a cool button. I do sometimes keep buttons as well to make stuff with. That's chunky, that is. Thought maybe there might be more to it, but there's not. It is literally just a plastic handle. Okay, and then literally the board will just lift off. And right, so we've got a little bit of cordage. Got a TDK something or other there. Maybe that's, they do talk to you, so hence this is the speaker. So when you use a defib, hopefully none of you have ever had to, but chances are one of you may have had to before. When you power it up, it tells you what to do. So you don't have to have had any training whatsoever. It will tell you exactly what to do. It shows you where to put the paddles. So on a grown-up or on a child, it shows you really clearly, and it will takes you through step by step. And they are wonderful. They only, it's not like the films, it will only work if your heart is in fibrillation, which means it's kind of like this, kind of shaking, not to the proper rhythm. Basically, you're having a heart attack, the heart's fibrillating. The defibrillator can shock that heart back into a proper rhythm. If someone's dead and has flatlined and there's no fibrillation in the heart, you can't zap them and they'll come back to life. It's not, it doesn't work that way. So yeah, some heavy old capacitors there. Danger, high voltage, they are pretty beefy. Huge MOSFETs, very big MOSFETs. What have we got here? Well, that's coming as a C, so that's some form of capacitor here. Let's see if we can just have a little look, shall we? Oh, got little transformer modules here. They'll have little copper bits in them, but it's a bit of a faff, isn't it, to try to get them. Transformer module, that was right, that's what I was going to do. Just little tiny balls of copper in there. Oh blimey, you can't even see anything. Oh well, I can get out of here. But these MOSFETs are amazing. And then in here, let's just show you the hang on. lovely solenoid in here, and not only solenoid, you'll have some lovely contacts, hopefully silver contacts. Yes, woohoo! So not only do you have these lovely copper solenoids, you've also got these. So you've got your copper contacts, but also they attach to silver contacts. Lovely. That's what you want. So don't ignore these on here, because you're missing out on nice copper and silver. Brilliant. Okay, the MOSFET here. Oh, we've got some more. There'll be solenoids in these ones as well. Some crystals. We'll take the battery off of there, obviously. And then not even any, oh, they are gold pins, but they're nothing too spectacular. There we go. And some more MOSFETs there. And amazingly, there is nothing on the other side of this board. So not quite what I was expecting, and I did think there'd be a big transformer in here, but it would appear not. The weight is in those capacitors there. Okay, so a little bit of an update. Been doing some mad processing. So this is going to need a bit of further sorting, but it will basically go into singles. Once I plug well, that'll go in with VIR. But this, just cut those plugs off and put it into singles. It's worth way more for your money, and that adds up pretty damn quickly. The last lot I did, it's in one of my videos, I forget what it was now, but one bag of singles was pretty penny. And then another bag of motherboards. I think it's about, what was it, 27, something like that. So just got to take the batteries off of these. I noticed that my husband did these for me, and haven't taken the batteries off, so I normally take them off as I go, but I can just whip them off when I put them in my storage box, ready to go to my new buyer, which hopefully is coming together pretty soon because I'm over on the boards. Just some steel from the power supplies. What I will probably do is I normally take off some of these because these are fantastic for creations. So I do like to have a supply of these, but I mean, you get them all the time, so it's not the end of the world if you haven't got time. But and the switches as well, if I have time I get those out. Sometimes time just doesn't allow it. And so in here then we've got the hard drives, the transformers off of the power boards, and a nice pile of RAM. Better than the last load. Oh, they're 2 gigs. Alright, it looks like most of those are actually 2 gigs, which is awesome. A few slot cards. And then CPU wise, oh, there's a pinned, nice pinned one. I think most of these are Pentium 4s from looking when I just picked up. Got a green fibre one there. Look at that bad boy, very nice indeed. And then some aluminium heat sinks. Just got to get the steel out of those, although my yard are pretty, I don't think they'll be bothered about those because they don't separate the aluminium. So as you know, into different types, in different grades. Unfortunately it's all aluminium at my yard, so blessing and a curse. I don't have to do much sorting, but you know. Then I've got all the drives, so I need to take the boards off of those because obviously they are good boards. And then again the steel will go off to the yard. And my favourite, except for the copper obviously, my favourite screws for creations are the screws out of PCs. I love them. So lots of you have seen my creations that I make with those. There is videos on it. And then power board from the power supplies. I've got the boards here. So basically all we've done is take off some of the big beefy transformers. Just getting a little bit more for your money, really. But I mean, like this one, it's actually got a nice aluminium heatsink. I wonder which one that was out of. So obviously I am a micro scrapper, and I will take good looking solenoids and toroids off of things, even single wrapped. You know, some of us aren't lucky enough to get hordes and hordes of copper, some of us are. But I tend to take off, if it's easy to get to, it's not going to be, you know, too much of an ache, then I will take off these toroids for kind of future processing. It's mostly sort of the same sort of thing. That's the same again. So like this one, I would take that off. That's a double wound toroid there. This one. So that will be coming with me. So yeah. And then of course all this steel needs to go to the yard. What have we got over here? Oh yeah, the heat sinks. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I've got too much on the copper front. These pathetic little things are quite annoying. These aren't too bad. They've got like the copper, I don't know if you can see it going through. But again, it's a bit of an ache to get those out. My favourite are the stackers, and unfortunately... Oh, I like this one actually. This I do like. I actually saw someone else, I think it was E-Ways Mike, have one of these the other day. Quite like it. It looks like a sunrise. Scrapman Dan's had these as well. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. Yeah, there's nothing else too amazing in there, is there? To be honest, and of course I need separating from the fans. So yeah, not amazing, and that's not copper inside that. Totally aluminium one. So I can now get in my workshop at least. Still need to do a heck of a lot of sorting out, but this was floor to ceiling with PCs, so now it's just a bit of a mess that needs sorting out. And this big server is huge, I can't wait to get into that. And then it's more laptops and stuff. Is that another printer? Right, one other thing I want to show you from this pickup is the laser printers. I know everyone hates printers. Well, not everybody actually. A few people have come to me and said, I'm so glad you take them apart. I actually like them. Because they do have some good components. Once you've stripped that one little outer plastic off, this is basically a big chunk of metal. So now we're going to get some goodies off of this bad boy. We've got a little pile of singles, and then so on this we've got this power board, and this is what I do with everything. I just cut those singles off because my goodness, do they add up so quickly, literally so quick. And then these are usually brass, so I just snip those off as well to go in my white brass. And then I've just got another nice little pile of singles. And this is just the power board, remember? So anything on here I want. Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind this. That's marked as an IC. So that I would get off to have a look inside, see what that's about. Yeah, I suppose it's quite a nice little toroid there. I guess I would just whip that off like that, nice and quick. I wouldn't bother with the teeny weeny transformers. Oh, I love this though. This switch, because inside there you've got this. You've got these. And you might just be able to see on there, you've got the copper with the silver contacts just there. It's a tiny one, but why am I going to throw silver away? I'm not. When I properly depopulate, I have all my silver contact jars, solenoids, MOSFETs, blue M&Ms, all of it. The blue M&Ms that we're referring to obviously are the little blue capacitors there, little blue ceramic capacitors. Okay, so that's it for that one. That looks like a little bit of brass there. And it is. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I guess I might get this one. Okay, so then the rest of this will be going into low grade boards. So these are plated copper legs. Looks like there is some gold in this one. That's a surprise. So this we keep. Nice. There's some gold pins in here. Right, so then we've got the main board. What we've got here, some ICs, we've got a nice BGA there. It's not a gold corner, but also some nice chunky MLCCs on here. Crystal. And under this shielding here, I don't know if you can see that there are some lovely gold pins in there. It's very... Okay, see those? They are a beautiful colour. You can see the top half of those. Got those lovely gold pins there. Alright, so that's that board. There's more gold in here. Oh, it's just a little tip. I mean, it's okay if you're after gold recovery. It's not bad, but it's not that good for me to waste my time doing it. Right, so now we've got the laser, which I love. They always have these purple wires, always. So let's get in here. Okay. So you've got this little thing. We've got the gold legs here, which are very, very nice. So that's a nice little piece of board. The tabs on this, and the top will just lift right up. Now, here we go. There's the laser. So you got, there we go. pricey goodness. Nice IC. These I find really funky actually, and love getting the components out of these. There's one. And there's another. And there's another little face. And then last but not least, oh, broke it. Damn. There's this one, which I just broke, which is a bit annoying. But I have got dozens of them, so it's not the end of the world, but it's my favourite bit. Damn it, should have been more careful. So that's what you can expect to find inside the actual laser unit. So there are some goodies in there. Often there's actually a gold corner BGA. Unfortunately, not today. Okay, so you've seen all the PCs are processed. Now I'm doing the discs. I'm sure loads of you have seen these done before, or do them yourselves before, but just to quickly show anyone who's just lets those go, they're so quick and easy to do, and they do have some nice little components. So it's just literally a really nice quick 4 screws on the outside, boom, and then pull up the case. This board literally just rips out. Now you can leave it there if you like, but they're a nice board, nice gold pins, but of course I don't leave it there. I also whip out these motors because it takes virtually no time at all. Just literally 5 screws. It's always 5 screws no matter what the make. It's always about 5 screws across the board. So easy, boom. That's another one, another motor out. You can even just about see the copper in there. And then you've got this one, which we've also released with a lovely brass rod, and that just takes a dink and you get the rods. I normally process those separately. I've got a bucket of those. And then for the laser as well, quickest way to get that out is a couple of bashes with the old brick hammer. That actually came out a bit differently. Usually the rod will go down in after a couple of bashes and you can just slide it off, but either or. Then you've got the laser. I've also got another motor up here. These are the most stubborn ones to get out, but not too bad. Usually the board will snap off and then you just have to use something small to just hoik it out. So you've got 3 little motors as well, and you've got hundreds of disk drives. That adds up to some weight, doesn't it? Then all you've got to do is boom, boom, boom. And that weight adds up really quickly as well. But you've harvested all these goodies out of it. So I'm going to get on and do the rest and see what I get out in the end. So this one's a bit different. LG. Huh. LG one. Didn't notice that. That might have been one I would have been tempted to keep, but hey ho. I always keep some, just because actually it's handy to have a writable disc. Got that motor. Now, unfortunately, it's not the lovely orange brass rod, but it's still a motor, and that is magnetic. Yeah, well, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? There's the laser, and then this is a half board for this little motor here. We'll see how easy this one comes out. Typically, the beige ones are the hardest mini motor here to get out. Just because they're put in slightly differently, basically. This one's coming. That one's just got to get the belt off there. There we go. So it wasn't too hard. This one's different. A bit bigger. I'm really interested to see what's inside this one. What's the year on this? 02. Not as old as I thought. This is what I love about scrapping. I love seeing what's inside stuff. Love it. And love seeing inside something I've never opened before. Wow, would you look at that? A full board. I haven't had a full board for a long time. It's going to have some really nice pins on it as well. This is definitely a higher quality drive for the time. Okay. Look at that. Nice. But more importantly, look at those. Interesting. So there's no separate board for the motor for the door. It's in this one. Here. Links onto there. A little bit more for your money. Actually, I would like some... Okay, I'm coming! I just need to go and help my daughter for a minute. I'd like some better safety glasses. Some more Venom ones, perhaps. Alright, slightly different again. So these have got these rubber bits underneath. And then it's all on this plate here. And again. Da, da, da. And then what I might do is just release one of these. Slide it off that way. So as soon as you've got one side off, it releases from the other carriage. So back in there. And it's just a case of popping it out. There we go. Done. Okay, done. Oh, that's the dust. Okay, lastly, the other thing in the e-race pickup was this Sanyo DVD player. I do these all the time, so I wasn't going to bother doing it on camera, and I opened it up, and actually it's pretty good inside, so I thought I would just show you. Let me just... So the school's details are on the top. Okay, get rid of that. Alright, so this is obviously quite a big one. It's a little bit more involved than usual. So obviously got the DVD, drive, so power board as usual, and then you've got this little one. I don't know, I'll whip them out just in case there's any chips underneath. They might be on this one, probably not on this one. Okay, no, although there are some MLCCs here. Which, yeah, multi-layered ceramic capacitors. Not very big ones though. But there is a gold corner BGA under this. I know this because I can tell, but I will show you if I can find my... There it is. Just lift this little heatsink and hope the chip doesn't come with you. Bing! There we go. So there is a gold corner BGA under there. Quite a few crystals on here as well, actually. Some nice ICs. Obviously gold pinnage. There's obviously gold in here as well, but so that's that one. Then in here you get little tiny spools of copper, usually red, the odd little bit of chip, but basically nothing of any value whatsoever. Well, look at that. What an unusual little battery. So get that off the board. And then just the power board, and that's it. Some nice singles on here though. And there we go, some aluminium MOSFETs, copper spools if you want them. Alright. I'd say for a total of about 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes work, that's pretty good. And you've got all these junky bits of board. They're just low grade. And then of course you've got the pile of brass and motors, which to be honest I just chuck in. Oh, I'm not sure if we can, yeah, I'll show you. I just chuck them in one of these and just leave them until they build up, to be honest. So this is this is what you get out of the floppy drives, which are these ones. And then you've got all these ones. So, you know, that add up. That's really heavy. So yeah, I would rather just whip those out. It literally takes a few screws, as I showed you, and just whack them in. I actually forgot I had a load of CPUs still in here. I've just sorted out all my CPUs. Darn it. I forgot about this drawer, because this is where I chuck them before I process more, but we did a load of processing on the outside. What are you going to do? So, my gold pinned ones as well. Yeah, I've got another, must be behind, I've got another tub that's just got these ones in, ready for getting the brass off. Yes, anyway, the next bit you're going to see is the scrapyard. Hello, my beautiful girl. What are you doing? Yes, the table's got scrap on it, I know. Hello, beautiful. You're my beautiful girl, aren't you? Yes. Certain someone has chickens. I have cats. No, you leave the bee. Come here, darling. And then my old girl. No, darling. No. Ugh. Multi multi. Oh, I know. Hello. Buddy. Come here, darling. What you doing? Hmm? What you doing? Yes. Ow, vicious. Vicious cat attack. Oh, gosh. All right. Loaded to the brim. I mean, you just gotta love these IKEA bags, haven't you? The Scrapper's Dream on there. All right, let's go to the scrapyard. Let's go see. Yeah, it's from Annie. It's a remix. Like a boss. one. Another big one. Just the byproducts of the micro scrapping, which is nice. Scrap steel, bits of extra, you know. Man, I love throwing a PC. Heck yeah! Well, it would appear I'm going to go half fill this bin. Yeah, not bad, I say. It's amazing what you can fit in an X5, isn't it? What, until you're waiting to get, there's a couple of bits left on that I would have taken, but yeah. Never mind. Hubby helped me out, so can't complain at that. There we go. Let's have a sneak peek, shall we? Boilers, stainless steel. Ooh. Oh no. It's never great when you're on the weighbridge and you get error 26. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. She's in. God, look at that one. It's a nice one. Oh, come on. Dan, K&D, look at this. They've left it on. Oh, oh, you're killing me. Oh, you're killing me. Well, hello. Oh look, someone's been cable stripping.
That's right, mate. See you later. Cheers.
Hello.
Just your iron today?
Yeah, just that today. So, I thought I'd treat myself to a car wash. I normally go to the hand car wash, but I was getting fuel and I thought, why not treat the old X5, treat the old girl. And while doing that, we'll do the what did it weigh, what did it pay? So I had 200 kilograms. Again, it's often 200 kilograms. At 165 pounds a tonne, giving me 33 pounds for that, basically all those casings. So not bad for a load of byproduct. And yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. So yeah, I thought we'd let the old girl have a little bit of a clean. I haven't had the car washed for quite some time. It's always pretty mesmerising as well. Ooh, look at the bubbles. Look at the bubbles, look at the bubbles, look at the bubbles. So I thought, wow, why don't I just get the old GoPro out? Ooh, here we go. Here we come. So loud. At the car wash. Do 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 at the car wash, yeah. At the car wash. Mama, 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 at the car wash, yeah. Come on, come back, I want to see. There it comes. Right next to the hand car wash. So they're probably like just seethe every time they see someone in this machine. See in the mirror. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. There it comes. Wow, look at that for a chain link. Oh, can you see my reflection? Possibly. There we are. I know this has nothing to do with scrapping whatsoever, but I'm enjoying it. Look at that. It's gone to my brain. Anyway guys, there we go. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. I won't submit you to the drying as well. Or maybe I will, because you'll get to see all this blow off, and that's equally satisfying. Shall we see? Here it comes. Here comes the fans. Here we go. Ready? Watch the particles. Woo! Well, I mean, that was rubbish. Seriously? Well, what an anticlimax. Bye. Woo!